After 2 unforgettable days exploring Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks, it was finally time for the next stop on our California road trip, the legendary Yosemite National Park. For day 3 of our road trip, our plan was to drive from our hotel in Fresno and spend the entire day exploring Yosemite Valley. And there was one bucket list experience that we knew we had to start our Yosemite adventure with. It is 5:13 in the morning.
Not first.
Wow.
Not even close.
Not even close to the first.
And we made it to Tunnel View.
Tunnel View is the most iconic viewpoint in all of Yosemite National Park and one of the most photographed vistas in the country. It's located just outside the nearly mile-long Ahwahnee Tunnel and is an absolute must for anyone visiting Yosemite for the first time. From this single overlook, you can see several of Yosemite's most famous landmarks. Towering over the valley on the left is El Capitan, a nearly 3,000-foot granite monolith that's considered one of the world's premier rock climbing destinations. Straight ahead is Half Dome, Yosemite's signature granite dome and perhaps the park's most recognizable landmark. And on the right is Bridalveil Falls, where water plunges 620 feet into the Yosemite Valley below.
See the sun hitting the edge of the rocks. Come on, sun.
Watching the light slowly make its way across the valley is just incredible. This is truly a breathtaking sight to see in person. We spent just about an hour here taking in the view and watching until the sun slowly peeked out from behind El Capitan. Look at that beautiful sunrise. Wow. After leaving Tunnel View, we had one more stop on our list to do before heading the rest of the way into the valley, Bridalveil Fall. We wanted to see Bridalveil Fall first because the Yosemite Valley Shuttle doesn't come all the way out here, so we wanted to see it before finding parking for the day. The walk to the viewpoint is just about a quarter mile each way and is definitely worth the quick stop. Bridalveil Fall is one of Yosemite's most iconic waterfalls. It's 620 feet tall, and during the spring and early summer, the waterfall is at full force thanks to the melting snow.
Look how tall that is.
We didn't spend too much time here because we knew parking in the valley was going to get harder to find as the morning went on. Bridal Falls was amazing. Like, you just do not really grasp how tall that waterfall is until you're standing in front of it. And with it being like peak waterfall season right now, the waterfall is like at its full force, so it's even more incredible at this moment. Now we're heading right into the valley, to the Valley Visitor Center to go see if we can get a parking spot before everybody gets there. Wow.
El Cap.
That is just stunning. Just stunning. We were able to find parking near the Yosemite Valley Welcome Center and plan to use the free Yosemite Valley Shuttle to get around for the rest of the day. And since it was still too early for the Visitor Center museums to open, we decided to start by walking over to Yosemite Falls.
All right, Yosemite Valley. So we are here, and we're gonna hang around here and get our stamp and visit all these museums. Go look at these falls, and then catch the shuttle to wherever else we need to go.
Yep.
And it's a popular thing to bike the valley too. Just incredible.
So we are just walking to the Yosemite Falls viewpoint or vantage point right now. It's only about a half-mile walk from the village. It's a beautiful, easy walk as well. Whoa.
That's a pretty view, huh? Stunning.
Look at that. That is just stunning. Okay, just made it to Yosemite Falls. Yosemite Falls is the tallest waterfall in North America and one of the tallest in the world, with a total drop of 2,424 feet. The waterfall is actually made up of 3 sections: the Upper Yosemite Fall, the Middle Cascades, and Lower Yosemite Fall. From here in Yosemite Valley, you can see all 3 coming together as the water makes its way down into the valley below. We walked the 1-mile Lower Yosemite Fall Trail, which takes you right up to the base of the waterfall. Because we were visiting during peak snowmelt season, the falls were putting on quite a show. Don't mind us, little dear. I'm just gonna walk behind you. After the falls, we made our way back to Yosemite Village and stopped by the Exploration Center, where we picked up our first Yosemite stamp for our National Parks Passport book. Inside were a variety of exhibits about Yosemite's wildlife, plants, and geology. One of the exhibits explains how Yosemite Valley was formed and how the park's famous granite cliffs and domes came to be.
Yosemite was way down there, under all that dirt.
Where are Yosemite's most famous granite rocks? Wow, so is this all the different kinds of granite? Look at that. That's so cool. So if you wanted kitchen countertops that looked like El Cap, then this is what it would look like.
What happened to the other half of Half Dome? It is such a cool formation.
It is really cool.
It's very unique.
There is also a statue of the legendary John Muir, who is widely known as the father of the national parks. He played a huge role in protecting Yosemite and inspiring the creation of our national park system. Just behind the Exploration Center, we took a short walk through the Indian village of Ahwahnee, a reconstructed Miwok village from the 1870s. The original village of Ahwahnee was once the largest Miwok village in the Yosemite Valley, and this reconstructed village offers a glimpse into what life would have looked like long before Yosemite became a national park. Just next to the Indian village is the historic Yosemite Cemetery. This peaceful cemetery is the final resting place of early settlers, Native Americans, park rangers, and several people who played an important role in Yosemite's history. The Yosemite Museum still hadn't opened, so we continued over to the Welcome Center, where we picked up a few more stamps for our National Parks Passport book. From there, we started making our way towards Sentinel Bridge.
It does have some pretty amazing views here. I will give it that.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's incredible. I'm just walking down the street and it's hard to just not stop every few moments just to admire the view. Look at that. That's just incredible.
Flood water level at 11 p.m. on January 2nd, 1997. Hi, what you want? I don't got anything for you. I know people usually give you food, but we don't do that. You gotta work for your food, okay? Oh, don't yell at us.
He's singing for his food. Sentinel Bridge crosses the Merced River and offers beautiful views of Half Dome towering over Yosemite Valley. It's also one of the best places to take in the scenery along the river. Wow, what a beautiful sight. Look at Half Dome. Just across from Sentinel Bridge, we stopped by the Yosemite Valley Chapel. Built in 1879, it's the oldest standing structure in Yosemite National Park.
So they still have services here.
Yeah. Yeah, so tell us what we're doing.
We are staring at a rock.
We sure are.
And apparently there's a bunch of people climbing up on that rock. But they're very hard to see with the naked eye.
Yeah, they're like specks.
But they do have scopes here that you can look in. They're pointed at a couple of them. That does help to kind of see where they are. I see another one. Oh, no, that's just a shadow.
Next, we took the shuttle over to El Capitan Meadow, and this ended up being one of the highlights of the day. El Capitan is one of the world's premier rock climbing destinations. This is the place where Alex Honnold famously climbed to the top without any ropes or safety equipment in the documentary Free Solo, which I highly recommend watching if you haven't seen it. During our visit, the Climbing Stewardship Program had spotting scopes set up in the meadow across the road, giving everyone a chance to watch climbers high up on El Capitan. When we first arrived, we didn't think that there were any climbers on the wall, only to find out that there were actually a lot of climbers out that day.
Even zooming in all the way on the phone, still just a speck.
Just specks, yeah. It's crazy. We hung out here for about 45 minutes just watching the climbers. And it was so fascinating to watch. It blows my mind that Alex Honnold climbed this entire wall without any ropes. Seeing this massive El Capitan in person really puts into perspective just how incredible of a feat that was.
Yeah, you want to go climb it now?
No.
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 Not even with ropes?
Nope.
No fun.
At this point, we were getting pretty tired and hungry since we've been up since 3 a.m. So after leaving El Capitan Meadow, we hopped back onto the shuttle and headed to the Village Grill and Store to grab some lunch and pick up a few souvenirs before calling it a day. On the way out of the park, we made one last stop at the Yosemite National Park sign to grab a quick photo before heading back to our lodge. Join us for day 4 of our California road trip as we explore Mariposa Grove and Glacier Point. If this video is already out, you'll see it on your screen right now. We'll see you over there.